Uh-oh. Whoa. Oh, jeez. Why did I go to my Google account? What is that gonna do? Heavens to Betsy. All right. Oh, jeez, my speakers. Oh, there's a... Hello! Then... Hold on, sorry. Oh, there's a... Hello! Then... Hold on, sorry. Okay. Okay. I'm just testing my audio. Could you be a pal and tell me how things sound? Because I just got it open, and as you can see, I have the stream of myself streaming myself. So, and since somebody is in here, I don't want to play the audio of myself over and over and over again and subject anybody to that. So let's see here. I need to get this link really quickly. So let's see here. Like, and share this out to the Discord, and then we will get started. I would like to pin a question of the day. Let's see here. And then, where did the chat thing go? Yeah, we'll test the, I don't really have anything to do with computer audio right now. I mean, I guess I could play background. Should I do background music? I don't know. I'm not a very good streamer. My wife ran down to help me set up this microphone and the camera, and that is it. That is the extent of my live streaming. So, let's see here. But yes, if you would like background music, tell me. I will happily add that. Let's go to Discord so I can share this out to the masses. Let's see here. My scroll wheel is not working, so that's cool. We'd love to see that. Discord, come down. No, no, come back. No. Thank you. There we go. Oh, yeah. Crap. You're right. Maybe I could find some royalty-free music. Let's do that. Let's do that. Also, I don't want to get your name pronunciation wrong. Is it Danielle or Daniel? Or what do you prefer? Dan? Danny? Danois? Let's see here. Okay. Let's get my face off of that. And then we'll go over here. Then we will go over what is on the agenda. Danny L. La. Okay. You did it to help me, and I appreciate that. But I'm getting it's. You know what? I'm trying. Okay. So why am I logged in as a different person? What is the... For some reason it's oh, I thought I could pin. What? Maybe not. Alright, whatever. I'll just remove that. Well, look who it is. Come crawling back to my doorstep once again to try and get... Why is the chat there? Hold on. I actually, you know what? Can I remove that? Yes. Okay, perfect. That works for Twitch. I don't really like the way it works on YouTube, but... Hello, B. Hutch. We are here with Danielle. Or Daniela. Just getting things kind of caught up here. Then we'll jump into the topic of the day. There's actually two topics of the day. One of which is finding a cheap laptop. The other is going to be the tier list of animals that I could beat in a fight. And that's going to be really fun. And I'm actually looking forward to that more than anything. I just need to find a good tier list. And I was looking around on Tier List Maker earlier, and there's some good ones, but some of them are like, I don't know, it's like, there's like kittens and stuff. I don't know. I did credit you. I said my wife came down. You just weren't in here, okay? If you're going to show up late to the stream, honey, then you need to accept responsibility. I did say that Danielle, fill her in here, okay? Tell her. I credited Little Red Fox, that's my wife. Tell her I credited her. I gave her her flowers. We're all where we should be. But yes, I would probably lose to kittens due to nothing other than my kind sweetheart. Alyssa's playing Crimson Desert, which has been getting pretty good reviews. I've watched her play it a little bit, but not a ton. And it looks fun. I mean, it looks fine. Like a good old time. Now, I recently have been playing Jedi Fallen Order. I know, very recent game. So Crimson Desert is like it's like also, Brandon, how do I sound? Do I sound okay? Make sure I sound okay, but it's kind of like Skyrim, but kind of like Breath of the Wild, and kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of an amalgamation of a bunch of different games. Thank you, Danielle. Always got my back, and I always appreciate that. All right, so let's rename our, and then we'll duplicate. So I'm trying to come up with big box stores. So the whole thing with a cheap laptop, I want to find the cheapest laptop that you can buy, right? But the catch there is I want it to be from a store. I don't want it to be secondhand. You know, I don't want it to be used or refurbished or anything like that. I feel like that's kind of cheating. Not really cheating, but you know, kind of cheating. So what I want to do is list out the stores where you can, you know, just walk in and buy, you know, a quote unquote big box store sort of thing, which I'm trying to think, and I'm trying to be reasonable as well in thinking about what's near me and what I could realistically go to. Because the idea here is I want to have a video of me going into these places and looking at, you know, the cheapest laptop that they have, maybe write down the specs and stuff, and then go to another store, right, and do the same thing. For the sake of time and the sake of, you know, gas prices being insanely high right now, and, you know, having a baby, they all need to thank you, Cole, they all need to be within a reasonable distance of each other. Where I live, there is a what's it called? Micro Center, kind of nearby, but not really. So I'm probably not going to include that, just for traveling sake. I mean, maybe I could throw it in, but you know, Micro Center is a little bit of a different beast. But yeah, so I want to list out the stores where you can just walk in, you can buy a laptop, and I want to look at the online catalog. The online catalog. What is this? Sears? I'm gonna go to Roebuck. What am I talking about? Hit up Sears and Roebuck, get their latest catalog. Jeez Louise. But you know what I mean. Like, go into a store, purchase a laptop, whatever the cheapest laptop is, and then kind of go from there. So I want to do a little bit of legwork first and shop online and see what they have, or what they may have. Huawei did start making laptops, and I think there's going to be more and more of these, like, cheaper, you know, not for, I mean, Huawei's a pretty big company, but you know what I mean, like, not like a first party like Dell or HP or whatever. I think there's going to be this influx of these laptops that are at a cheaper price point, because you're seeing more and more laptops go to like ARM-based chips, and kind of mimicking what Apple's already done with the MacBook Neo, and just getting out, you know, something that's decently powerful, that works for a low price point. Although I don't think Huawei is available in these stores, so that does, you know, remove them from the list of possible candidates here. Now, what I need help with, more than anything, is trying to think of stores where you can buy a laptop. As you can see here along the bottom, we have our list of possible stores that I could go to. We have the ever popular Best Buy, Costco, Walmart, Meijer. I don't know if I spelled that right. And there was another one, Target. So help me think here. What is another store? Sam's Club? I'll add it. GameStop does not sell laptops. Nice try, idiot. I'm sorry. Okay, so Game Exchange does sell them, but they're used, so they're not eligible. It has to be new inbox. Hold the phone. I'm sorry. Okay. Just let me know when I can put this down. I'm full of really funny jokes like that. Anyway. No, that's okay, because, you know, finding a used one is like a whole other beast, right? Because you'd have to go into all of these stores. They're probably not going to list them online, but then you have things like, I don't know if you guys have ever been to, Dell has an entire refurbished website that you can buy laptops off of. And a lot of times, well, okay, it's been a few years since I purchased anything, but a lot of times you can get some pretty good deals on here. You know, if we look at, let's do XPS, just for example. Yeah, that's like one of their flagship laptops, you know. And you can see, you know, it's got an i7, 16 gigs, you know, blah, 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 blah. All of this stuff, $959. It's a refurbished item, and you can get some really good deals. So that would be fun, and maybe that's another video. But you know, for now, it's gonna be brand new things. So we need some columns here. Let's see. Brand, price, link, notes. Okay. Here we go. Brand, price. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Okay, if I'm not careful, we'll be here all night working on the looks of this. We'll do this. Brand, model. There we go. Price, link, notes. What else? What else would we want? Okay. I don't know. Size, must have 10 key. No. No. I don't have a numpad. Vibes? Excellent. Love that. Notes, get out of here. Vibes. Let's put operating system. I don't know. I do have the whole video about putting Linux on a Chromebook, so it does qualify Chromebooks. I feel like we should include Chromebooks. Size is valid. Yes, I'll put size. You're going to need separate columns for brand. Okay, we're losing track of the... We're losing track here. Brand, ability to be named Dale. Does it give Dale? There we go. Cole, you're just gonna have to, it's gonna have to be one column, okay? So, let's make this a table here. Oh God, I hope it's not that many. I don't use Google Sheets very often. How do I make this a table? Format, convert to table. Next, get out of here. Okay, I got it. Thank you. Chipset. Ooh, that's a good one too. I already made the table. Okay. That is a good one. Chipset. Let's move this. Can I move you? Move Dale. Come on. No, I can't move these around. No, jeez. Yes, I can. There we go. AMD for sure, but the popularity of the ARM processors, I gotta say, they're pretty nice. And Danielle, I did see your comment there about the first-hand experience with the Neo. I recently also had some first-hand experience with the Neo, and very impressed. It's kind of insane just how capable those little laptops are. And the place that I work, you know, a good use case for them, oh geez, a good use case for them is like, you know, if you're in an office setting or whatever, you know, a good use case for them. You're right, Brandon. Hold on. What am I doing? There we go. No, let's put that at the end. Ow. Okay, there we go. A really good use case for those Neos, just because of their price point and performance, is like for interns. You know, say you get like 8 interns that come into your workspace or your office or whatever for a summer or something like that. You can get 6 MacBook Neos for $600 a piece, because they don't need that much storage, and they don't need, you know, the fingerprint scanner and all that jazz. You get the cheap model, $600 a piece. They're going to run circles around whatever Dell Enterprise laptop you're going to buy for that same exact price. They're amazing for use cases like that. I mean, that's kind of what my use case from the MacBook Neo came from, was kind of testing them in an office environment. But even just getting one is kind of insane. You know, ideally, because I edit all of my videos on Mac, and RAM. Hey, we got a member. I don't know if did that play anything? Did that do anything? Here, block. That's what you get. How dare you interrupt me? I'm just joking though. Thank you, Brandon. I mean, thank you, B Hutch, for giving the member. That's very kind of you. If you become a member, you are officially a Tiny Tech friend. Keep that in mind, and you get the little icon of my face there. What more could you want, honestly? Let's see. Alyssa, you said RAM. Yeah. You know, chipset. Yeah, let's do RAM as well. That's a good one too. Okay, let's do RAM. Let's just do RAM. I'm not going to worry about storage, to be honest. Move size down here. So then that way we've got the price, the link, the vibes, operating system, chipset, RAM size, and does it give Dale? Very important column. So, all right, I think we're good. Now, along the way, if anybody thinks of some other stores, just chime in. I'm happy to add another column here. But for now, I think we're good. So let's see if we can do Best Buy. They pull up their website. Also, for what it's worth, I do not have an ad blocker. So there's, if you use an ad blocker, my computer will look infected because of all of the ads. So give me one moment, please. Let's see here. BestBuy.com. Oh, jeez. I can't type. All right. just so I don't dox myself, I'm doing this in an incognito window. Probably a smart venture there. So Amazon, I don't know, because I want it to be a store that I can go to. All right, that's the thing. That's kind of the catch, because I want to make the video of me actually going out and going to these stores and, like, you know, Tiny Tech Guy's day out, if you will. And if you won't, that's okay. So let's see here. Real quick, we'll get started and running down. Which, you know, theoretically, this should be easy to sort through, right? Because all we need to do is go to computers, laptops, and then sort by cheapest, I think, is all we need to do. So we'll do that. I meant to post on the channel that I was going live, and I forgot, so let me do that real quick. There we go. Cool. Do I plan on interviewing employees there as an expected experience sort of thing? No. No. I would like to talk to some, but my worry is, how do I talk to them and not come off as, like, super cringe? That's my concern. I don't want to I don't want to come off as, like, influencer boy. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense or not. I don't want to look like a jack wagon, okay? How could I do that in a way that makes me not look like a bad person? I do have a yeah, like I don't want to be a jerk to them, but, you know, I don't want to be cringe either and be like, oh, I'm doing this YouTube video and, like, you can do this and whatnot, and they're like, oh man, how many subscribers do you have? And I'm like almost 3,000. I'm not like Mr. Beast, you know. But speaking of ARM PCs, what are your opinion on some of the newer mini PCs? They are freaking awesome. There was one, what's the name of that company? Is it GK Tech? No, hold on. Just say you are Mr. Beast. Yeah, I'm Mr. Beast. Come on. GMK Tech. There we go. I've seen these, and I think they sell these at Micro Center. Some of these GMK Tech boxes, they're awesome. I mean, they're incredible. Incredible little devices. I would like one. You know, you could set it up like in the living room or whatever and have it run emulation or low-powered games, but then you could also use it as just like a streaming device to your main gaming rig and, you know, stream that way using like Moonlight and Apollo or Sunshine or whatever. And I play a lot of games through streaming. That's like one of my favorite thing to do. If it runs fine on the Steam Deck locally, I'll just play it that way. But something that's heavier, I'll play on the PC streaming to the Steam Deck, and it's an incredible experience. My favorite experience. My favorite thing. Okay. Let's see here. Whoa, my phone just went off. Yeah, or an RV. Yeah, or you know, if you go camping or something like that, perfect use case for it. Okay, so let's get started here with we're already starting strong. We're already starting strong with a $128 open box option from HP. Holy cow. What do we have here? Oh, Staples and Office Depot. Okay, I'll add them in. I'll add them in a minute. Fair. Oh, okay. Get out of here. Get out of here. Can I just look at all of them real quick? Screen size less than 8? Excuse me. All right. Can I exclude open box items? Is that new? There we go. And then low to high, baby. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Whatever. We'll get through this. Hold on. We'll get through this. Uh-huh. There's probably a much better way to do this. Wait, why am I on laptop deal? Hold on. I don't like this. Laptops. Thank you. What? Your laptop doesn't look like that? It's exactly what my laptop looks like. Not a very good laptop. All it does is convert DisplayPort to HDMI, but okay, here now we're cooking. Low to high. Please don't give me dongles. Excellent. Thank you for not doing what I asked you, computer. Or Best Buy website. You say price low to high. First one, $800. Come on. Oh, can I do brand new as well? I don't want refurbished. Excellent. Here we go. Okay. So what do we got? What do we have? Now we do have an Acer Chromebook. That's all right. Let's open them in separate tabs here. We'll look at them one by one. 128. That one's showing up again. It is open box though, so let's skip that for now. I like how this just isn't ordered in what I told it to order in, so that's cool. Ooh, an 11-inch? All right. 159, 187. Honestly, more than I thought there'd be. So 189. That one's got a fancy trackpad. What do we think about that? You know, we'll take a look at that. It's full HD as well. 4 gigs of memory. So you can do a lot with that. IdeaPad Slim. My wife, big fan of Lenovo IdeaPads. Doesn't have a bad thing to say about them at all. Also, this is sweet tea from Chick-fil-A. It is incredibly sweet. Very sweet. Holy cow. Let's see. Anything strike anybody's fancy here? Call it out. Call it out. If you see one you think is interesting, just call it out. We'll take a look at it. Sister for Earl. What would Earl's sister's name be? Earl, but with like an E at the end. E-R, or I'm sorry, E-A-R-L-E. You know what? That might actually be a good idea. What if we did Windows instead of Chrome OS? We specifically... Girl. That's great. Oh. That's awesome. That's great. Brandon, you need to be funny like this. Come on. You're slacking. So what does everybody think? What do we think about just doing Windows? Because I've already done the Chromebook. Maybe I could do Windows. And then I could, we could look at the Windows experience on these cheap laptops and just how bad they probably are. And then we could do enhancing it with Linux or something like that. Thoughts? I don't know. It sounds pretty good to me. I mean, I am kind of the one in charge, but... let's see. You know what? Let's just do that. All right, let's get rid of the Chromebooks. This is Windows, so we're good there. And I have it filtered to Windows. So let's just do that. Let's go the Windows route, and we'll go from there. This HP, man, they must have... No, or... I don't know. I don't know in store if they would sell that. Although I know that Dell is starting to ship a lot with Ubuntu out of the box, which is pretty neat. You know what? Let's leave this HP here. It says open box, but if I could find one new, we'll consider it. But let's take a look and see what else we got here. The VivoBook. Yeah, I'm surprised Asus is making up like the very top heavy Asus representation here. Yeah, these are exactly what I was looking for. $1,500 laptop in my cheapest laptop video. Thompson? I've never even heard of this. Thompson Neo Z3. Oh. And it's got it's got 3 stars from 2 reviews. Now our HP friend over here has a 1 star from a 1 review. Let's see what else we got here. IdeaPad 1i. It's got an Intel Celeron N4020, 4 gigs of memory, 64 gigabytes of eMMC. A lot of these cheap laptops you're gonna see have eMMC storage. None of them are gonna have anything better than that. Oh, the HP Stream. Oh my gosh, I forgot about this. Completely forgot about that. Now let's see what's closest to me here. Oh, they do have our N150 processor friend here. Okay. All right. You know what? Let's throw her up there. Let's throw her. I think I already had it up there. I did, but we'll... Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 laptops to choose from in our budget laptop showdown. I think that's pretty good. I'm filtering it from my location now, just to see what we've got. And the IdeaPad Slim 3i making a return. We have Neo at home. It's what it looks like, isn't it? That one is already speaking to me. Like, come on. Okay, all right, so let's take a look here. I think 5 is pretty good. We can add these to the list. So we've got a 14-inch. Let's do this here. Oh, baby. All right, so we've got an Asus. It doesn't even have a model. Just a 14-inch. Windows Defender found no threats on my computer. That's good. Let's go. Price, we're looking at 189 smackaroos. Link. Let's copy and paste that. Vibes. What vibes are we getting from this? What are the vibes we're getting from this? I'm getting wannabe. Is that one word? Wannabe? I guess. You know, it's a wannabe laptop. It's got cool little accents. It's got a cool trackpad. Look at that. The trackpad doubles as a calculator or as a numpad. So that's kind of neat. But I feel like it's trying too hard to be something that it's not. Oh! Hold the phone. I may have spoken too soon. Look at what this thing can do. Look at that flexibility. That is impressive. That's modern engineering right there. But I'm definitely getting wannabe vibes from this. I'm getting the... You know, we're trying to be kind of gamery, but we're cheap. Is that an SD card? That is an SD card slot. Hold the phone. Wannabe, but with promise. It's there, okay? Windows 11, obviously. Chipset. What are we looking at here? It's the N4500. Okay. RAM, 4 entire gigabytes. Size, it's 14. Whoops, it's 14 inch. Does it give Dale? That's the big question. Does it give Dale? I don't know. I don't know if I can honestly say that it's giving Dale. Does it have the potential? Yeah. You know, I think it does, just based on, like... I mean, look at that I.O. You got a USB-C, a headphone jack, USB-A, HDMI. And then on the other side, you've got another USB port and what appears to be a micro SD card slot. I'm pretty sure that's what that is, and a little battery indicator. Dang. I know, you're kind of right. But look at this review. 5-star, highly affordable, usable laptop. And for some reason, they took it apart. Is, much to my shock and awe, a highly usable laptop for basic users. I've had many disappointments in my laptop reviewing the last year, particularly when it comes to machines. Jesus. Oh, it's got a Windows 11 S. Ooh, that's important. So you can basically only do like Microsoft Store things. Dude, look, this guy, this is awesome. Admirably well-built machine. You know what? I'm just going to put she has potential. Okay. What I'm reading here shows a lot of promise. Shows quite a bit of promise. This guy's review is swaying me. Full HD resolution. Dang. 1920 by 1080. What I found on the inside is highly organized and not overstuffed internal configuration, complete with a soldered on RAM. Aw, that sucks. That does suck. So no upgrades to this guy, basically. It seems as though everything is soldered on, which is okay. And it's got 491 reviews. Honestly, it's bare bones. Can't upgrade anything with it, but it was stupid cheap and it works for what I need it. Yeah, okay. This has got potential, honestly. Pretty good. Now let's move on to the sister of this, the Asus Vivo Book Go. For this one, we're looking at $2 cheaper at $187. Copy the link here. This is just for future use. So what are we getting from this? What kind of vibes are we getting from this? Very similar. Get it done anywhere. Okay. All right. You had me at get it done. keep on going. Holy cow. Wow. Confident. This thing is confident. This thing is confident and flexible. Dang. You know, I was making fun of Asus for having a bunch of these cheap laptops, but honestly, looking at the offerings, it might be a wash. Thompson's really gonna have to pull out every stop to intrigue me. It's got the numpad thing again. That's pretty cool. Oh, better shot of the I/O. I like this. I like this. You got USB-C, USB-A, HDMI, headphone, SD card. Dang. Windows 11 Home. Okay. All right. I'm just going to put H. Windows 11 H. Excellent quality and fit. Wow. The body is all plastic, but it feels premium. Wow. That is something else. Full HD, however, has the characteristics of a TN screen. That's not the best, but I mean, it could be a lot worse, right? Let's see. Same chip. I'm starting to think these are just the same laptop. 4 gigabytes of memory. It's a 14-inch. Does it give Dale, though? Kind of the same as before. Faintly. Not a lot. Not much. But it's faintly there. It's just like his opinion, man. Pretty decent. Now let's look. This is the one. Yeah, it's just the first one. Double the storage and $2 less, keep in mind. And it was way more confident in the marketing and stuff. Way more confident. So now this is what is interesting to me. Thompson. Nothing to go on. Nothing. What's this video? Oh, this is a video for Windows 11. Okay, we don't need to see that. What is that language? Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so we've got the Thompson, I keep saying the wrong thing, Neo Z3. Coming in at a whopping $190. Oh my gosh. You're already $10 more, $10 to $12 more than the previous offerings. Man, we don't have much to go on here. Has a screen size of 12.5 inches. Now I do like that. I like small laptops. I think I said this in a video one time, but I'm kind of in an odd camp of I much prefer smaller laptops over larger laptops. So, take that as you will. That is a plus for me. Not necessarily, it doesn't have to be a plus for anybody else. So, vibes. What kind of vibe? I'm getting shady vibes from this. I'm kind of liking what I see, but I'm a little worried. Does that make sense? I'm a little concerned about what I'm looking at here. So I think, this looks like Windows 11 Home again. Now, as you just said, Danielle, this does have an interesting setup. It's got a Qualcomm Snapdragon in it. The new dude, so do I. Those are so nice. Because I love the small form factor, but then, you get a little bit of a larger screen. Always nice. Or like it's funny, the MacBooks. The MacBook Airs, they always say they're the 13-inch MacBook Air. But really, they're 13.5 inches. So when compared to the 13-inch laptop that I use for work, it has a much larger footprint. So I do like small laptops. And this is 12.5 inches. Very interesting. Now, does it say... Well, I'm glad it defines what the CPU... Also, welcome, JVP. Low, mid, yes. Ideal for casual gamers. Oh, that is what we are. It just says Qualcomm Snapdragon, though. Is this what it is? The Adreno 618? I think that's what it is, right? Let me just... I'll just... Hold on. By far the most interesting setup here so far. 4 gigabytes of RAM. This is 12.5 inches. Pretty interesting. Does it give Dale? No, it does not. To me, this does not scream Dale. It doesn't scream Earl. Nothing like that, I don't think. But Shady? Yeah, so welcome all that have just entered. We are looking for the cheapest laptop that you can buy in a store. Not just online, but like have to physically go into a store. The reason I'm doing that is I want to do a video where I actually go into these stores and look at the laptops and, you know, purchase one and make a video on it. So right now we're in Best Buy land, and our categories here, just for information gathering, are of course the brand and the model. We've got the price, the link to it, the vibes. What kind of vibes do we get, you know, from the cheap laptop that we're looking at? Operating system, which is kind of redundant at this point because they're all going to be Windows 11. Chipset, RAM, size, and does it give Dale? So, this last column, obviously the most important. Does it give Dale? We want to know, does it give the right energy, right? You know, we're buying this for fun, but what we really need is to make sure that we welcome in a good, happy laptop, right? So right now, we're on the strangest of the offerings from Best Buy. The Thompson Neo Z3. Never heard of this. I have never heard of it, and I'm... Oh, I know. That's kind of the point, though, because earlier I was looking at Chromebook, but I don't want to do Chromebook because I want to show how poorly these run Windows 11, and you know, a Chromebook kind of defeats the purpose. But you know, I think that'll be a fun video. But yeah, they're gonna be just gonna be trash machines, and then I can wipe it all, install Linux, and see how it improves and how it does with that. But this one, I mean, by far, this is the most interesting thing I have seen. It's got a 1-star review and a 5-star review. Now, the 5-star says, some of the game I play is not lagging or anything. It's smooth and really good graphics. That's good. We like to hear that. And then this one... This one seems to have gone off course a little bit. This device is illegal in existence. It's assembled with a Snapdragon 850. A CPU capable of accessing 5G mobile networks. But it only has Wi-Fi. Okay. 1 megapixel camera. Oh, is that true? Tell me that's true. I need to know. Is it a 1 megapixel camera? That would be awesome. Let's see. Does it say specifications? Come on. 1 megapixel, let's go! Shady. Hold on. But fun. That's what I was about to say. How do you even get a 1 megapixel camera? Holy cow. That is impressive. Thompson, you're winning me over. You're winning me over here. Let's search for it and see what we get. Your ultimate on-the-go companion. Amazing. It looks like it is only available on Amazon and Best Buy, which is, oh my god, quite interesting. And that is the Arabic Amazon. So what is this? This is incredible. Oh, a Fedora user. How do you like Fedora? Is it running pretty... I mean, you enjoy using it? I like Fedora. There's not really a Linux distro... Hanzo, please get down. Thank you, sir. There's not really a Linux distro I don't like using. And actually, this PC was Linux. And the drive died. So now it's back to Windows 10, and I just haven't had time to... Because I was dual booting. So... Oh, good point. SDD. Yeah, I didn't even see that. It's definitely not an SD or an SSD, right? It's got to be eMMC. 64 gigs. Yeah. That's got to be eMMC. Amaga. So, well, okay. That is fair. But yes, I just need to find time to actually set up another Linux drive and stuff. I was dual booting for a while. It died. We're still on Windows 10 over here. But anyway, moving forward with our conquest here. I love this Thompson. I don't even know legally. Can I buy this? Can I purchase this? I mean, it says it would be here, or I could pick it up on Tuesday or ship it to my house. That's a fair point. You know, I think that's kind of a point that a lot of people that use, you know, Ubuntu, that's kind of one of the driving factors there too, because there's a large team behind it. It's not just a you know, 2 or 3 person shop. So I get it. I totally understand that for sure. Luckily, I think with a lot of distros and really just the Linux community in general, there's so much passion behind it that if somebody dropped out, somebody quit, you know, working on it or whatever, somebody would step in for sure. Hi. I think they would be in real trouble if it were illegal. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, though. I feel... You know what this reminds me of? Have you guys ever seen... Let me show you guys this real quick. These. I just thought of it. Chewy, I guess is how you say it. They make like these kind of metallic MacBook kind of wannabe computers. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these or not. The reason that I thought that I even discovered these was because I was looking at their mini books, which are 10.5-inch laptops. Very cool. But that's what this reminds me of. Look at the... Well, I thought that was going to be... See, look at the... Am I crazy? Does that look the same? 11... Look at that whale. You'll never see a more realistic whale. No, I guess they are a little bit different. I thought maybe it was just like this, you know, the chassis they could buy from like a major manufacturer and just put a label on it, call it theirs or whatever. But it's different enough. Did they really? I did not hear that. Kind of makes me glad I didn't buy one. I wanted to do a video on buying one of the mini books and turning it into a Linux machine. Just because I love the thought of a 10.5-inch computer. That would be amazing for me. But Sorry, I just got a text message. That may be in the future. Although if they just got sued, I don't know that I want to support them. All right, moving on. This HP, man. This thing has been up. Dude, 2-in-1s. I like how this doesn't have a model either. It's just HP 14-inch device. We're back at the $199 price tag. This, the vibes I'm getting from this, generic. That's all I'm getting, generic. See, that's what, yeah, I'm kind of, the whole processor thing, now that you've told me that, I'm a little concerned about that. Oh, Danielle, you're right. Generic, but it is honey lavender. I'll give it that. This, of course, is Windows 11H. All right. So this is the first machine that we've seen so far with the Intel N150, which I actually have looked into before, specifically because of those Chewy books. I wanted to see what that looked like, and what you could run on it and stuff. Does it give Dale? No, but it gives Major Girl. It gives Major Girl. So we'll give the HP its flowers. All of these, I mean, you can see, oh my God, Windows AI Copilot is one of the highlights. Oh my gosh. Now, okay, so interestingly, let me put 1920 by 1080. I just noticed something. That was 19 by... This one is 1366 by 768, which is, I think, the same resolution as our good buddy Dale. Or I'm sorry, our good buddy Earl over here. I'm pretty sure that is the exact same screen resolution that the Chromebook has. And it looks... You know, it looks. I think that's the best thing you can say about it. It looks not great. It doesn't look too bad, I guess. It illuminates. It illuminates. You know, it turns on, and you know what more could you ask for? HP 14-inch. I don't know. I don't know about you. The N150 is kind of interesting. It has 4 gigs of RAM still. It is the only one that said Copilot, though. I mean, imagine how good Copilot is going to work on a machine with an N150 processor and 4 gigabytes of memory. I mean, just imagine the power of Copilot behind those specs. 128 gigs of storage, though, which is the tied for the most so far. I haven't been writing down storage because it doesn't really matter in the context of this. In the context of this video, doesn't really matter. But it does have the most that we've seen so far, or tied for the most. Interesting. All right. Last but not least, we have the Lenovo. Whoops. IdeaPad Slim 3i. Boy, that rolls off the tongue. Oh, trust me, they'd be a lot better. But the terms of this are, you know, one of the terms in the whole idea here is it cannot be refurbished. It has to be new. You have to be able to buy it new. And so what I've done is we're going to go to these websites, just list, we'll just go to all the laptops and then list them from cheapest and see what we come up with. See which ones fit the vibe, see which one we like. Now this one does have the option to go to the N300 for $200 more. 8 gigs of, oh wow. Now this is the priciest one so far. Keep that in mind. So what do we got? What kind of vibes are we feeling here? The smarter choice for mobility. Interesting. The next stop, everywhere. Oh yeah, dude. No, these are. I mean, like the machines. You just got in here, but some of these machines, they're basically all running 4 gigs of RAM, and they'll all have Windows 11. Some of them have Copilot features. They're gonna be awful, but that's that's such a fun. That's the fun thing. You know, just showing like you go in, you buy the cheapest laptop. Like, how bad is it? How bad is it gonna be? And in most of these cases, pretty bad. But then what we can do is we can strip it and install Linux on it and get a more enjoyable experience, right? Now, you know what I'm getting from this? Workhorse. I'm getting businessman. Or lady. That's what I'm getting here. It's cheap. Doesn't cost a lot, but it's here to do work. It's here to clock in at the beginning of the day, clock out at the end of the day. You don't expect anything more from it. That's it. That's what we're getting here. So it's got Windows 11H again. So what do we... Okay, so this is the Intel N150, just like the HP. 8 gigabytes of RAM. Now that is staggering. And this has the largest screen size so far at 15.6 inches. And is 1920 by 1080. Cool, cool, cool. Real power. Can you imagine what we could do with 8 gigabytes of RAM? Close your eyes with me and just think. The power of machines would be in our hands. We could rule the world with 8 gigabytes of RAM. No, close your eyes. Don't have them open. Yeah, I get that too, for sure. Having the lower... You got it. 8 gigs of RAM, that's all you need. You know how much RAM was used to put people on the moon? Not 8 gigs, I'll tell you that much. Where the heck did my window go? There it is. Dale? No, I don't know if he's here anymore. Let's see. He has left. So it's an inside joke from high school. One of my buddies was in here in the chat earlier, and we used to just refer to things called Dale. So, but yeah, just an inside joke. So. But it's very important. It has to have that energy. This is, I can say confidently though, this is the first laptop we've seen that gives Dale energy. This is Dale energy. Day in, day out. You're getting a 9 to 5 and that's all you're getting, but you're getting a hell of a performance in that 9 to 5. So, your senses unleashed. Come on. What more could you ask for? Now, I am curious, does this one have... Oh, it's UFS. Okay. I was going to say, is it... Yeah, UFS. Okay. All right, never mind. It's not eMMC. This is the first one we've looked at that's not eMMC. So, that's kind of neat, right? Let's see. Although I think the tech there is pretty similar. UFS, I had to look it up just now to see, because I couldn't remember what it stands for, but it's Universal Flash Storage. So it's kind of like eMMC. Looking at it, is UFS the storage that they use in phones? I'm not sure. Umbilical forklift soda, yes. I agree with every word in that. Acer Predator Neo? Is that? I've heard of that before. Oh gosh. Ah, yes. Gamer. Oh, look, the AI. Oh, Jesus. Oh, boy. But hey, did you guys see that Microsoft is kind of backpedaling on the whole AI implementation thing? They're like, crap, okay, maybe we shouldn't have done that. Maybe we should have introduced it a little slower. But, you know, I will believe it when I see it. I don't think they're actually going to do much to remove it. But it would be interesting, you know, if they admitted their fault. I don't see it happening. The CEO of Microsoft is too dead set on it. It's similar to, like, I don't know if anybody in the chat was, you know, kind of privy to it at the time, but when Windows 8 was coming out, or when Windows 8 was out, you know, there was the big backlash because it had like the tile system. Didn't work very well. It was a pretty crappy operating system, all things considered. Really designed for touchscreens and all that, you know, whatever. Steve Ballmer was the CEO at the time, and he was kind of dead set on making it a success rather than saying, okay, it flopped, move on to the next thing, you know, whatever, learn from our mistakes. I think that is around the time that he left Microsoft too. But I know he did try to make it work. And I get the same vibe of the current CEO, whose name I cannot remember, with Microsoft and their AI push. I feel like they're not wanting it to be a failure. I mean, they've sunk so much money into it. So to admit that it's a failure would suck. I mean, that would be a huge loss, right? So I get it. I understand what they're doing, but man, does it suck. Left Windows when they were on 10. Unfortunately, the place that I work is all Microsoft, so I will not be leaving Microsoft anytime soon. Like I said, this was a dual boot PC with Linux on it, and that drive died. So right now I'm still using Windows 10 on here, out of necessity, not want. So just saying. You bought a Windows phone in 20... I never used a Windows phone, actually. Never got around to it. I always had the... iPhone when I was younger. But never had a excuse me. VMware is always an option, although they changed their licensing. And who was it that purchased VMware? Oh, jeez. Who was it? Broadcom. Broadcom purchased VMware, and now, from what I've gathered, they're their freaking licensing structure and everything is just horrible. So that's fun. At least they have that. All right, so let's take a look at Costco, right? I feel like Costco is not going to be as good to look at because they're going to have a limited option or more limited options, but they might. I forgot to put RAM on this one. Ah, oh no. No. Please. Go. For the love of all that is, thank you. What have I done? Buy 10, yeah. Buy 10 at the same time. Okay. You know what? Just screw it. Hold on. Let's get sloppy. Hold on. Thank you. Perfect. All right. Costco. Let's see. What do you have? Shop. Let's go to computers. Computational devices. Laptops. Oh yeah, you can get MacBooks. You know, it's funny. We go to Costco. Not a lot. We go to Costco once a month or something like that. Because, you know, it's just my wife. My wife. Yeah. It's just my wife, the baby, and myself. So it's not, we can't really buy food in bulk. Otherwise it just goes bad, right? But we do go once a month to buy paper towels or toilet paper, you know, non-perishable things, stuff like that, laundry detergent. And I'm always shocked every time we go in there. I'm always shocked at their electronic selection. They have a respectable electronics section. I am a big fan of what they have. All right, so let's see. Let's get the ball rolling here. Can I sort? Nope, that's a list. That's not what I meant to click. All right, let's do Windows laptops because that's what we're doing. Sponsored products. We love to see. Aha! Low to high, baby. Let's go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I've never been in a Sam's Club, but the way I understand it, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but a Sam's Club is just Costco but with Walmart items, right? Is that, I mean, that's the big difference. It's like whatever you can buy at Walmart, you can buy at Sam's Club but in bulk. Am I right? And is that correct? I'm not sure. Best sellers. I just want the cheapest laptop that you have. Oh my stars. Oh, good heavens. Do I spy an RCA laptop? Wow. Incredible. This is the best thing that could have happened on this video. Or on this, whatever, live stream. I mean, come on. That's awesome. is so cool. And that might be the only one in that price range. I mean, there's this, but it's a Chromebook. Kind of the point is to show how poorly Windows runs on this. Can I look at just Windows? It's the only one. Let's go. Oh my god. RCA. That's so cool. Oh my, I don't even want to look at any other ones. This is the one. Look at it. This is incredible. Oh my gosh, my shorts are all in a bunch. I'm stunned. I'm literally stunned. This is the coolest thing that I think I've ever seen. It's an RCA laptop running Windows 11, 4 gigabytes of memory. Intel, did it say N150? Is that what it was? Yeah, N150. But it's built. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me as I say this. It is built to mimic a MacBook Pro. This is the greatest thing humanity may have ever made. I mean, this rivals the greatest works of art, the greatest leaps in technology. Incredible. Simply incredible. I'm stunned. I minimized chat by accident. Hey, okay. The refurbished ThinkPad, for sure. 100%. I agree. I would like to do a video on that just because, you know, it's like the Linux machine, right? It's those refurbished. But the terms of the video, or the terms of this thing, is that they have to be new. They cannot be refurbished. So, that's what we're doing. Although I do appreciate your input, and it's very kind of you to stop in. Thank you. I hope you're having a good day. So RCA is, hold on. By their own admission, the American brand working on tomorrow. So RCA is really just they're a cheap electronics brand, basically. That's all it is. I mean, if you go to Walmart or something, you can buy like a 4K television that's RCA branded, and it really is just really cheap stuff, like, you know, buy the chassis from a bulk supplier, slap your names on it, you know, that's all it is. The RCA, I think they used to make, you know, pretty decent stuff back in the heyday. You know, they used to make cameras, like camcorders and stuff like that. But they are not the best. They went out of business, didn't they? Or they went bankrupt and then they were purchased by somebody, and now it's, you know how it goes. You know, it's kind of the tale as old as time, right? The company is bankrupt. You know, they have all these legacy products that work really well, and they built the brand. They go bankrupt. They're purchased by some conglomerate. And then they put the name on things and just, ship out the cheapest crap that they can, banking on somebody seeing that name. RCA, which is, as it said, America's brand. So, but this, oh boy, is incredible. I love this. It's got a big RCA. Oh my gosh. I can't get over the fact. Can I zoom in? No, I cannot zoom in. Yes, I can. I cannot get over the fact that it's built like a MacBook Pro. It's got the little speaker grills. It's got the silver chassis, black keys. This is awesome. 0 reviews. They haven't sold any of these? What? Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Wow. 2 megapixel front cam with privacy door, baby. Security on lock. RCA's got it locked down. This is awesome. Okay, I don't need to look any further on Costco. Then nothing's going to be better than this. Yeah, Raritor. It is not going to run well. It is not going to be functional. But that's the point. How bad could it be? I love that it doesn't have a model name or anything like that. $249.99 for the best device I've ever seen. Come on. That is... Well, yeah, I mean, out of the box, it's not going to run well. But put Linux on it? Be usable, right? Imagine rolling up, like you're... I just imagine you're like the CEO of a company or like the CIO or something like that. And you roll up and you're like in this board meeting. You sit around this big table and all the big wigs are there. Everybody's wearing suits and stuff. And, everybody's got their laptops open. And you sit down and you whip out your RCA. Your RCA 15.5-inch full HD laptop. That's awesome. Oh, man. I am so glad we found this. This is the best thing that I could have ever found in this video. Linux Mint on my 20... Look, I don't like 2-in-1s. I remember when I got in college, the... what's it called? The Microsoft Surface had just come out, and they had 2 different models at the time. I don't know if you guys, just the vibes from this, incredible. Windows 11. Let me finish this, and I'll finish the story. Intel N150 RAM. We got 4 gigabytes. Size 15.5. Amazing. Does it give Dale? Undeniably. Please don't make fun of me if I spell things wrong. I mean, this has made my entire day. This is awesome. Anyway, they had just come out with the Microsoft Surface, and there were 2 models. It was like the regular Microsoft Surface, and then a smaller one. I can't remember. It was like Microsoft Surface R or something. I don't remember the name of it. Anyway, it was a 2-in-1. I wanted one so badly for some reason. RT, thank you. Yes. Ah, man, I wanted one so bad, and I don't know why. I'm glad that I never got one, because I don't like 2-in-1s. I do not like the keyboards on 2-in-1s. I don't like the way that they don't have a stand or support like a standard laptop or anything like that. Can't stand them. But I wanted one of those so badly. I don't know why. No, I agree. The Surface Books actually used to be kind of good. The Surface Books. The Surfaces, I think they had their place. Certain jobs and stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. What am I thinking of? What is it? I mean, a 2-in-1 is also like a Surface, right? Where it's got like a flat keyboard that is floppy that you can remove and stuff. That's a 2-in-1, right? Detachable? Oh, okay, yeah, detachable. Okay. My bad. That's on me. That's on me. But yeah, Surfaces, they had their place for sure, especially in different work environments. Something like a designer could use the pen and stuff like that. And then the Surface Books, they were kind of nice for a little bit, but now they're just terrible. You have a Surface called a desk. I like that. That's funny. My wife just got a new desk. Isn't that cool? We have a desk user here, W. Yes, my wife just got a new desk. It's a Flexi Spot standing desk. Which, you guys want to hear something funny? After I made the PC upgrade video and then the Linux video, they both got like a decent chunk of views there, which was crazy. I don't know why that happened, but I'm glad it did. It's really cool. And it was funny. FlexiSpot sent me an email. They wanted me to feature one of their products in a video, and they were going to send it to me or whatever. And I was like, "Oh, sick. Okay, yeah, sure. I mean, that would be awesome." Because my wife wanted a standing desk. Like, she wanted one of their desks. I actually already have one. I already purchased, like, years ago. I already had one. And so I was like, what do you need from me to do this or whatever? And then the guy emailed me back and was like, so we're actually canceling this campaign. I'll reach back out in the future, but we're not doing this campaign anymore. And I was like, oh, okay. Oh, okay, that's fine. But, Uncanny Sense. Hello. So the criteria that we're going over is cheap laptops is the name of the game, right? But there are some stipulations. It has to be new, that you can purchase from a store. Refurbished doesn't count. Used doesn't count. It has to be refurbished it has to be new in box that you can purchase from a store. Correct. Cheap, not refurbished, new, purchasable is the criteria. And so what we're doing is we're going through different department stores that you can purchase a laptop through. So I don't have it. Hold on, let me make it full screen here. Down at the bottom, you can see we have Best Buy, Costco, Walmart, Meijer, Target, Sam's Club. Can you get the laptops from Aldi? Yeah. If that's an option, yes. I would buy an Aldi laptop. I buy fruit from Aldi all the time. But yeah, that's kind of the criteria. So that's what we're doing. So far, we had a good list of things from Best Buy. They had a wide variety. $250 is about the top, right? I don't want to go more than $250 just because we're kind of getting into a higher price point. I don't want to mess around with $300 laptops. I want to do $250. But you can see, Best Buy had a couple options under $200 or right at $200. Costco only had one, but it was the greatest thing that I have ever seen. Allow me to introduce you, since you are just getting in here, to the RCA 15.5-inch full HD laptop powered by Intel N150. Come on. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. I cracked up. I've laughed about it since I saw it. I don't need to spend more time doing that. Simply amazing, though. I love that. That is so freaking cool. But yeah. So now we're on Walmart. Now, Walmart obviously has industrial one-way precision clutch bearings in their all laptop computers category, of course. Why that is, I don't know. We couldn't find a match. Okay. Let's try that again. Electronics, laptops, low to high, Linux PC sold in Walmart. Dude, that would, yeah, let's go. You can get a Chromebook for $48. I do not want refurbished. I want new. Why does that crack? What is going on? Let's just do all computers. These all laptops. Nah, this'll do. This is fine. I think we can all come together and decipher what's a laptop and what's a desktop. I think we can do that. So let's see what we got. Here we go. Let's just do, okay, here we go. Laptops. No. Crap. Look, no, okay, we're back right where we were. Okay. Low to high. Here we go. Can I do... Is there a... I don't see one. Okay. All right. These are all new, I think. Perfect. Chibs. Kids laptop computer. 10-inch laptop computer, mind you. Interesting. Powered by Android. Okay. Never mind on that one. Android laptop, let's go. You know what, I'll open it. Let's just entertain the thought for just a moment. Asus Chromebook. Now, one of the other conditions here is I want to do Windows because I want to show how poorly Windows 11 runs on like these really cheap laptops. So Chromebooks, we're not going to fool with them right now. Earl will have his match in due time, but right now, it's... What is this? Oh my god! I gotta open it. HP 14-inch. Okay, so we're looking a lot like the offerings that we had from Best Buy. So. Less than 14 and 4 gigs of RAM. That's 4 gigs of RAM seems to be what we're working with pretty much across the board here. I think we had one that had 8 gig, but it was the most expensive one. So, you know, you get what you pay for, right? These look like, is that a disk drive? That is a disk drive. Oh my goodness. That's awesome. Oh, look at this. You can get excuse me, a restored MacBook Air from 2017. Actually had, I don't think it was 2017, I think it was 2016 MacBook Air. I think. Maybe it was 2017. I can't remember. It was the first job I had out of college. They used MacBooks. And it was a 2016, 2017 Mac. Pretty good device. I had no complaints with it, really. I think, because I gave it to my brother afterwards, because I purchased it from the company. But I think it is still running to this day. Still kicking. Eight gigs of RAM. Hold on. Hold the phone. Okay. 8 gigs of RAM, 14-inch, N5095 quad-core processor from Coolbee. Could be cool. Coolbee could be cool. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, my stars. Oh, my days. That looks awesome. Was it refurbished? No, it's brand new. Brand spanking new. Let's go. Lenovo. Yeah, a lot of these are just what we saw from Best Buy. So now I'm just picking the weird things. Oh yeah, for sure. No, if this was just a regular old, whatever video, I would just do that. But having these conditions makes it way funnier. So. Oh, that one's got a pen. Or a stylus, I mean. Interesting, interesting. A lot of these... Oh, gamer stuff. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. RNRUO. Okay. RURNO. Oh, interesting. Okay. Now we have the 14-inch and the 15.5-inch. It looks like the stats are about the same, but this does fit the criteria of $250. $220 Ultimate Gamer Machine. Oh, this one's got 12 gigabytes. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Hold on. We're getting into some juicy stuff here. Hey, look. Restored Lenovo ThinkPad. Best deal you could actually get on here. Unfortunately, it doesn't meet our criteria. What is this? It's got 48 reviews. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. This is so much fun. Ah, I didn't mean to open it. This is incredible. I don't think you guys understand how much fun I'm having right now. Oh, man. This is awesome. Okay, I think we've got what we need. Oh, hey, look, GMK Tech. We were talking about them earlier. Tech Last. Awesome. Okay, I think... But I had a computer just like this at a job one time. It was obviously it was newer, but it was the same like style with the blue nub and everything. Oh, it's definitely overpriced, but compared to the device to the left, if I had to pick one, I would definitely pick the 10.1 inch mini pink laptop computer, DDR4 4 gig. This is awesome. I'm gonna open this one too. Okay. Okay. Let's line them up here, ladies and gents. Let's line them up. Now this one I wasn't serious about. This is running Android. I don't think this needs to be in the consideration. We'll just pretend that it's not, okay? We'll pretend. I just wanted to look at it. It looked interesting. And it is. Look at all that stuff. Team meeting, marketing course, and a birthday. Oh, man. Burger lunch. Hell yeah. Oh, man. How could you turn down a good burger lunch? Yeah, it's Android 7. Brand new is the thing. It's not refurbished. That's brand new. What was Android 7? Is that... What? Burger? Nougat, yeah. Released in 2016. 10 years old. Isn't that crazy? God, I don't like that. 10 years old. And look, it's got one of the generic Bluetooth keyboards. Like, this is like the generic, like, if you go to Amazon and buy like a wireless Bluetooth key for like an iPad or something like that. This is the exact keyboard. I can close my eyes. I can feel exactly how that keyboard feels after having typed on many of them. This is awesome. Hub staff broadcast, Facebook campaign, buy the new something. Nothing's going to beat burger lunch, though. That looks like it runs from 12:10 to 2:20. 2 hours and 10 minutes for a burger lunch. Come on. That's great. Everybody say goodbye to the Chibs Kids laptop, though. Incredible device, but we'll give you an honorable send-off. All right. So let's get... Oh, this one was Android too. Oh, man. Again, it's the exact same keyboard. Exact same keyboard. And I'm telling you, I'm not joking. I can close my eyes and I can feel that keyboard. And this one's running Android 12, at least. You know? So it comes equipped with a variety of ports. USB, TF, and 3.5 millimeter jack, allowing you to connect various peripherals and expand your storage as needed. Oh man, we gotta stop so Danielle can go get a burger for the burger lunch. I love that. That's so funny. Aw, man. This one's too blurry. Although it looks like the day... Look at the days. It looks like it says Sunday, Monday... Sunday again? That looks like Shadow Fly. Thursday, Fling... Saturday. Incredible. Okay. Let's get to the real meat and potatoes, huh? Oh, this is an AMD. This is the first AMD laptop we've seen in this. All right, hold on. HP, 14-inch. HD, it doesn't have a name. So this one is $179. Not bad. AI tech. Oh, dude. It's awful. There's so many businesses around where I live, like locally owned businesses, that use ChatGPT to generate like marketing material or, you know, images of like, we're having a sale or whatever. And it's all the same font, colors, design, everything. It all looks the same. And it you know, there's small businesses. I get it. Do whatever you got to do. It really doesn't mind. I don't really care. But, you know, I wish I could tell them, like, that just looks so bad. And, you know, every business around has the same exact look. It is depressing. I hate that. But Again, you know, there's small businesses. I get it. You can do it for free, basically. So why, you know, might as well. Gets the word out. I get it, but still. So this HP is pretty nice. This isn't bad. Good size, 14-inch. I like the 14-inch, and like I said, it's got AMD. So this one is a little bit of a rebel. I think that's the vibe. See, that's what I think. Like hire, not even hire, just like tell a kid that comes in, like, can you draw this for me? Like, so, you know, we're having a sale, draw it out. Like that would look cool to me. But oh well. That is what it is. Windows 11, obviously chipset. This is interesting. AMD Athlon 7120. Like I said, wow, could I have typed that any worse? I mean, probably, but Athlon set. Okay, really interesting. That's the first AMD that we've seen so far. 4 gigs of RAM, big shocker there. Does it say what the screen resolution is? There we go. 1366 by 768. Does it give Dale? Thoughts? I don't think it does. I think it gives off Dale's cousin from out of town kind of vibes. I don't get Dale vibes from it. I get Dale adjacent vibes from this. And I'll leave it at that. I think that's saying enough, right? Now this one I was quite interested in when I saw it. It's the Cool Beat. Look at it. It's kind of like a... Oh my god, is that same freaking keyboard? It looks like those Bluetooth keyboards. Oh my... Okay. Alright, come on now. Coolby laptop computer. Excellent name. Excellent name. Price, we got a 185 smackers. That. What do I get from this? I get you know, I get kind of vibes are you guys getting from this? Any ideas? Thoughts on the vibes we're getting from this guy? I think oh no. With Wi-Fi 5 laptop? Oh wow. Wow. Upgrade your world with Wi-Fi 5 laptop. Incredible. Incredible. Okay. You know, I get like a professional vibe, but a like a like a fake professional vibe. You know, somebody tells you they have a very important job, but they don't really. You find out later on that they're just, you know, like a, you know, barely an intern at wherever they work. That sort of thing. I don't know. I'm getting kind of weird vibes from this. This has got an N5095 in it. These columns really have personality. Thank you. I appreciate that, Gabriel. Vibes, and don't forget, does it give Dale? The most important criteria of them all. Now, interestingly, this does have 8 gigs of RAM, which puts it with... It's the second that's had 2 gigs of... Or, I'm sorry. The second that's had 8 gigs of RAM within our price point. So that's kind of cool. Conman, thank you. Oh my gosh. I could not think of what I was trying to say there. Like a con artist or like a con man. That's perfect. Thank you so much. We got a 14.1. That 0.1 is very important. Inch, does it say? It says HD, but does it say? Okay. We love to see this. We aim to show you accurate product information. Manufacturers, suppliers, and others provide what you see here, and we have not verified it. That's not good. I don't want to see that. That's not. Oy. HD display with 170 degree lay flat. Come on, that's awesome. With 170 degree, with 170 degree lay flat, whether you're watching videos, working on presentations, or reading documents, it provides an excellent viewing experience. Hell yeah. And it has Wi-Fi 5. You really can't ask for much more. It also does not tell me the resolution. Oh, excuse me. Does not tell me the resolution of the screen. It just says HD. Maybe the specs. 1366 by 768. Just like Earl. Does it give Dale? No, it stole Dale's wallet. That's what I get from this. He wants you to think that he is Dale, right? But in reality, he just stole Dale's wallet and has his license and identification. I think that's what I get from this. This one's pretty sketchy. Although the stats, I mean the specs, you can't sneeze at them. They're pretty good. Quad core processor, 8 gigs of RAM. It claims to have 128 gigabyte SSD. I don't know that I believe that. Although I do, more than anything, I do love this description. Ample storage. This laptop computer has a 128 gigabyte SSD. You have enough space to store your important files, documents, and software. You have enough. They know. They know exactly how many documents, files, and software you have, and they know for a fact that this is enough. How kind of them. All right, now we're getting into the interesting stuff, okay? These are... I'm not gonna call... Jeez. I yawned, and now I'm like, stop yawning. Don't yawn on camera. Now I can't quit yawning, so... Excellent. The chibs. Oh my Lord. What is this? Oh my God. That is incredible. I don't even know what to say. The logo doesn't even look properly like inked. This is awesome. Okay. Chivs, 10.1-inch personal laptop. Some of these companies, man, they really need to hire somebody that can come up with better names. Like, come on. But will it? See, I don't know. I don't know that we could know until we get our hands on it. I mean, this is so cool. Okay, all right. I'm reading some of these specs here. Let's take it. Let's fill out some of this basic information first. Octa-core computer. Okay, I gotta put that. Come on. That's awesome. Okay, hold the phone. 8 gigs of RAM. Okay. Okay. A 2 megapixel, 30 FPS camera. This laptop boasts a 10.1-inch main screen. What does that mean? Does it have a secondary screen? With ultra narrow bezels and a resolution of 1920 by 1200. Narrow bezels. Huh? Narrow bezels. Come on. Did they... So, okay, so here's the confusing thing. The one here has less bezel. Still not great. But it looks like 2 different machines. Look at it. Look at this one. Hold that in your mind. And then look at this one. The bezel is the feature. You're paying for the bezel. What is this? And it's that same godforsaken keyboard. I don't even have to purchase this. I can tell you exactly what that keyboard sounds and feels like. Let's see. Small and easy to carry. You can study at home anytime and anywhere. Functional, a good partner for children to learn. Public class, hello world. Public static, oh wow. Something's weird. Something's weird? What one thing of this is weird? Although please go on. Tell me what you're thinking. It says it's a 4-core unit. Yeah. We're dealing with octa-core right now. Eight gig, yeah. Let me see what this is. Well, okay. So this says the Intel 4000, or I'm sorry, the Intel N 4000. But didn't this in 4120? What? Okay, let's look at the specification. Z8350. What? Okay. Let's break this down. We have the main listing saying it is an Intel 4120 with octa-core. This photo of the specs shows an Intel N4000 and the product specifications show an Intel Z8350. What are we doing? What does that mean? Can somebody make sense of this for me? What processor does it have? Too many pink flags. I am baffled by this. This is on Walmart, by the way. Walmart, like the largest department store in the world. I don't know if that's true or not. Don't quote me on that, but it's big, okay? And it's available on Walmart. Generated by AI. Okay. So so that kind of explains why it says octa-core, because this was apparently generated by AI. This key item features. Oh, it comes with a mouse. That's cool. And for the chipset on this one, I'm just going to put Intel question mark. It does have 8 gigs of RAM, apparently. It is a 10.1 inch, apparently 1920 by 1200 screen. There's no way that that's true. Does it give Dale? No. That's all I'll say. No. You got a bootleg DVD of Rescue from Gilligan's Island. There was this thing I used to go to with my parents as a child. It was like this big deal. You can look it up. It was in Kentucky. It was called Court Day. And it is a big, I don't even know what you would call it, a big like yard sale kind of thing. Anyway, the whole like downtown of where it is shut down, and like people have tables and booths and stuff, and you can sell stuff. And it used to be kind of just neat because you go and you never know what you'd find, just people like that live in the area. They, would bring stuff from their house or whatever. It was interesting. But as time went on, people started setting up to sell like fake things there. And that's all it is now, is like bootleg Gucci and bootleg Nike and bootleg Louis Vuitton. And anyway, the reason I bring that up is I always remember seeing bootleg DVDs there. And none of them had like a cover on it. The disc was just blank, written in Sharpie, whatever the movie was, like Spider-Man 3. I remember seeing Spider-Man 3 at one. And I was like, Dad, how do they have that? Because the movie wasn't even out in theaters yet, but they had it on DVD, written in Sharpie. So that was cool. Oh man. Okay. Moving on from the pink disaster, the Pepto-Bismol computer, into the HyperStrix, a gamer laptop pro notebook. All right. So, what do we got here? This is HyperStrix. I feel like I've heard that brand before. I'm sure they've stepped up their bootleg game now, but I just remember going and they were written in Sharpie, and it was the funniest thing. So we're looking at $219.99 for this bad boy. Copy the link here. What are we getting from this? What are we picking up from this? The vibes I'm seeing. 12 gigabits, not bytes. Yeah, probably. What are we seeing here? I get pro gamer vibes. I get I think that's good. Pro gamer. Now, interestingly, I don't know how true this is, but what it claims is, if I'm reading this right, Windows 11 Pro, not Windows 11 Home, which is interesting. Yeah, it says Windows 11 Pro. Huh. Wannabe. Yeah. All right. Good call. Good call. Windows 11 Pro. So we're looking at the... where's the processor? N4000, okay. I think, who was it? Raritor. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Raritor. Is that, did you say that was a 4-core? You looked up the N4000, right? I think you did. 19 by 20, 12 gigs of RAM, but it is DDR3. Interesting. Where did they get that? I'll just put that in a question mark because it's a little sketchy. But we're dealing with a decent screen at 15.6 inches at 1920 by 1080. The first of the Walmart offerings to have that standard HD resolution. Included software, Microsoft Office. Hard drive? Oh, I didn't even see that. Uh-oh. Well, it said... They've all said HD. I don't know if it has a... Hold on. Okay. For and 4 cores. N4 is just dual core. Okay. Which, yeah. Number of USB 3 ports, 2. I'm glad they put that on there. Graphics card RAM size, 3.9 gigabytes. Okay. Graphics coprocessor. Yeah. I mean, it's onboard graphics. That was kind of expected. The N4000. This is interesting. You know, to me, this gives Dale's uncle that plays Fortnite vibes. This is by far the strangest one that I've seen. Because it's like almost good. It's not good, but it's almost good. Now the confusing thing is these are throwing me for a loop. Is there another option here? No, this is the only one. I thought maybe there was an upgraded version because if you look at this, you know, it says, get out of there. It says it's got the N4000, so that matches up. But then it says it has 12 gigs of LPDDR4 RAM. And 256 gigabytes on the SSD. What does that mean? Why is it different? Now is sufficient. Expandable in the future. Equipped with a high-speed M.2 SSD. Huh. Can upgrade it to 1 terabyte in the future. Also has a micro SD slot, making photo and document storage easy. Great wording. Ready to use upon opening. MS and Office pre-installed. Don't like that. Not a fan of pre-installed software from Hyperstrix. Uh-huh. This one is just in a different language. What is this? Why is this one in a different language? I do like Walk to Llama though. That's pretty good. What is this? Full-sized keyboard. All right, let's go. Smooth finger operation. It's one of my favorite songs. Smooth finger operation. Smooth finger operation. Numeric keypad. Good. What is this? This is so cool. I also, the first thing my eyes keyed in on is that it says simple operation with 10 key enabled. But for some reason, the only word in that entire thing that's not capitalized is key. Why? That bothers me. I don't like that. Even when going out, you can carry a large screen that is reliable. It weighs the same, apparently, as 3 water bottles. This is great. Equipped with essential ports. The numpad is back. Hold on now. Oh no! It is! Oh wow, I hate that. Also, it's just like... Wait a minute. Hold on, everybody. Zoom. Enhance. Zoom. Zoom and enhance. Pull in closer. It's the same. It's the same. What? How could they... You're telling me that Hyperstrix stole RCA's design? What? Okay, the input's different. The I/O is different. Okay, we might be safe, but I'm pretty sure it's the same damn thing. Okay. All right, okay, let's not, well, see, the thing that threw me is it's got the speaker grills like a MacBook Pro. Black keys, numpad, etc., as well as this. Yeah, the numpad is different. You're right, but it is funny that they both have the grills, the speaker grills. I thought that was you know, kind of odd. This one is this. I'm not gonna say it's the strangest. I don't know. It probably is. It's probably this. Although the pink one was that. Okay, that was the strangest. This one's second though. This one's second. Let's look at the... Just to make sure I got everything right. In for... Okay. Yep. Uh-huh. So it is an SSD, but it looks like it's a SATA SSD. Although the other thing said it was an M.2. So I don't know. Who the hell knows? Honestly. I don't know. what we're looking at. Although I will not lie, out of everything we've looked at, the two front runners for me right now are the RCA laptop and Hyperstrix. Those are the two front runners right now. Yeah, they're different. I see that now, but at first I was like, what the heck? Like, they're freaking same. They're not, but it kind of looked that way. I was kind of being a goober, but I actually for a split second I was like, those are the same damn things. But never mind. Okay, we have yet another 10-inch pink laptop for some reason. They do have a gray version. Let's see what that. That's boring. Rose gold it is. Look at those specs, baby. DDR4, 8 gigs of RAM. Celeron N4000, built-in webcam. You don't have to have an external webcam. This bad boy's got it built in. Notebook with Wi-Fi, HDMI, Bluetooth. Two of those three are wireless technologies. Need I say more? Easy to carry. Purchase it. This is a purchase. What is this? Oh, it's got a video. Rum Tuck. Oh shit, is that super loud? The thinnest point. Okay. We're not dealing with an HD webcam. We're not dealing with an HD camera. Ladies and gentlemen, we are dealing with what I claim to be the world's first HD Cimerera. The first of its kind. Built-in HD Cimerera. Awesome. Okay, that says 4020. Did that say running memory? Running memory. Okay. No need to pre-install. Receive can be used. Powerful CPU, software, and games load fast, baby. We're not dealing with some slow, piddly processor here, okay? We're dealing with the Celeron N4000. Software and games load fast, okay? If you're thinking this is going to load slow, go ahead and show yourself the door, all right? Because it's not. It's going to load fast. 1280 by 800, okay? Wide viewing angles. What? This is fascinating. Large capacity memory, powerful, stop doing that. Powerful processing power for demanding computing, smooth experience. The picture quality is more delicate. Greater versatility. You can't argue with greater versatility. Easily take this thin and light PC from home to office or on the road. I mean, it is kind of cute. It's little, kind of cute. Although it has the Celeron N4000, even though the video said that the... Okay, hold on, let's go. Hold on. 4020. Who was it that looked that up? Raritor. Look up the N4020. What are we dealing with here? While I fill in this info. This one didn't have a name either, did it? Rum Tuck, that's right. The Rum Tuck. Oh, shit. But is this the cheapest? I'm gonna be honest, I haven't even looked at the price yet. No, this is not the cheapest. It's actually the most expensive from Walmart. $229.99. Wow. This is like catfishing. That's what I get from this. I get catfishing from this. Or why did I do that? Yeah, I'm going to say it's Intel in 4020 because there's two things that say 4020 versus one thing that says 4000. So I got to give it to, majority wins here. Suitable women, men, and children? What? Did I miss that? Where does it say that? I must know. For my Yorkshire Terrier. That's great. This is... It says Windows 11 Pro. Hold on. Hold the phone. 8 gigabytes of RAM? It's a 10.1 inch screen with, I think it said 1280 by 800. Oh, I missed it. There it is. Suitable for women, men, and children. Everyone is included. The Rumtuck 10.1 inch portable mini pink laptop computer does not discriminate. Okay? Literally, anyone can use it. We provide customer service support, 24-hour email reply. That's service. That's some service right there. I'm telling you. So 1280 by... It says it has 4 cores, and I don't believe that. I don't know, though. Hold on now. Low power entry level dual core processor. Okay, so they lied. Cool. Is this serious? Is this being for real? I don't know if this is serious. I'm flabbergasted by this. It says it has an OLED display. There's no way. Right? Am I crazy? There's no way that it has an OLED screen. There's no way. There's no way. The mini laptop screen in appearance, or it can be used for video such as organizing and making it easy to spend. TV compact, peace of mind, product guarantee, blah 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 blah. 14, yeah. There's no way. Ah, crap. What? Okay, hold on. Everybody just hold on for a second. Does this guy have... Okay, this is their actual website. Let's see. I feel kind of dirty clicking on this, but... There it is. Okay. This is the exact same thing. Okay. Are there any videos on it? No. Not a one. Although I do like when you look that up, and one of the first things you see is don't buy this laptop scam on Amazon. Great. Great start to the reviews of a product. There's just no way that this has an OLED screen. Liar, deceit. I can't spell. My head hurts. What? Okay, can I look at the Amazon listing? Currently unavailable. Excellent. Good. That one has a 512 gigabyte. The Bintech. Oh my gosh, they're just dropship things. Or not drop. There's mass-produced things. Oh, my stars in heaven. Whatever. Okay. Oh, that is a good impression. I mean, I somebody starts off by saying this thing is trash. I am on board with that person. Last but not least, we have the RNRUO 14-inch coming in at $225.99, $4 less than our pink friend, the Rum Tuck. So let's copy this real quick. What do I get from this? You know, similar to the Cool Bee and the Hyperstrix, I get gamer. I get gamer vibes. I get self-proclaimed MLG. That's what I get. It's the kid you grew up with that said he was on an MLG team. It is kind of sleek, though. You're right. Raritor. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I apologize if I'm not saying that right. But I'm not going to change it, so. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Can we zoom in? Can we get a zoom in on this, please? Let me ask the boys in the back. Can we get a zoom in? Thank you. Too far. Thank you. Step it back. I don't know if you guys saw this. The 14-inch liquid retina display. Somebody want to explain that to me? Did RNRUO steal retina technology? Or did Apple steal retina technology from RNRUO? This is where we can play the X-Files theme. Dude, this is so... I'm losing my mind looking at some of this stuff. I mean, imagine that you're a kid, or you're you know, just somebody that doesn't know any better. And you're looking, it's like, you know, I can't spend a ton of money. I need to buy, you know, a computer I want to play games on or whatever. And you're looking at Walmart, because, like, you go to Walmart all the time, and this is what you find. I mean, it's so misleading. God, it's frustrating. I'm losing my mind. I love that it says Retina display, though. That's... Do we give it a point for that? Does it get the point of the Retina display? I don't know. I'm on the fence. I am on the fence. Good thing, though, they do specify here that it is for beginner. So, you know, you don't have to be a pro user to use this one. You can be a beginner. They don't mind. Let's see here. No way. Is it a Pentium processor? Oh, wow. No freaking way. Ultra low power. That was launched in 2021. Thin. Oh my gosh. 5 watt TDP. 5 watt. Wow. This is... What? What do I even say? Okay, let's finish filling this out. Windows 11 looks like home. Intel Pentium. Oh gosh. Gold. This is just the absurdity is that it's listed as a new product on Walmart.com, and it has 8 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM. That's crazy. That's crazy. Although it does have a 14-inch 1920 by 1080 HD screen. All right. Full HD IPS LCD panel. You gotta give it its flowers. Credit where credit's due. I'm dumbfounded. I've never really looked at, you know, just cheap stuff on like Walmart before. Laptops, at least. And this is astonishing. I also really like the gamer photo of the guy on a motorcycle. It reminds me of Road Rash. Have you guys ever played Road Rash? Great game. This does it give Dale? It gives the opposite of Dale. Okay, we're not in Dale territory. Okay, we're in definite. We're in definite not Dale territory. Okay, so that's Walmart. An interesting list, to say the least. I didn't realize that Walmart had so much, like, not shovelware, but you know what I mean, just so much cheap, you know, repackaged Chinese manufactured items. Do I want to do Meijer? I don't know if I want to do Meijer. We'll see. Let's see what we got here, fellas. And ladies. And beginners and children and whatever else that laptop was for. Electronics. Am I missing it? Am I blind? So I don't have a local Micro Center. I have an almost local Micro Center. Look for burger lunch. You're right. How could I forget? I'm gonna have to make that a thing, like, in the next video. Like, burger lunch. It's just gonna have to be a staple in the videos, because that's so funny. Does Meyer not have laptops? Okay. Video games. Headphones, yes. Cell phone, yep. Tablets, okay. Camera, computer accessories. Huh. I guess they don't. I could have sworn they did. Get out of here. Get out of here. Ah. Perfect. My daughter would love this. She would think this is the coolest thing. I actually had a VTech. Not a VTech. It might have been VTech. Where is it? It was this one, I think. No, hold on, hold on. I had... I don't see it. Anyway, looks like Meyer's off the menu. Sorry, Meyer. We hardly knew ye. Target. Cheap new laptops are basically just e-waste. That's all they are. It sucks, but that's just the reality of it. So they're things that are just going to end up in a landfill. They're completely useless. Dang, for around 500, really? For the X1 carbons? That's crazy. I'll do a refurb video in the future. Okay, let's do two more. Micro Center. Sure, whatever. And then I don't know why it defaulted to Columbus, but whatever. Let's rename this one to Micro Center. And let's rename Sam's Club to Amazon. We're going big. Oh, should we do... I'm blanking on it. What's the site? You buy really cheap stuff. What's the site? Come on. Oh, people do videos on it all the time. Like, I built a PC from crap. What's the name of the site? Oh, man. What am I trying? You guys know what I'm talking about. Cheap China. What is it? AliExpress? That's what it is. Should we do AliExpress? What do you guys think? I feel like that would be kind of interesting. Yes, Ali, thank you. God, that was killing me. So let's look at laptops on Micro Center. The Jaw was another. I was thinking of Temu or Temu, whatever it is. And that's not the one that I meant. But it was AliExpress. That's the one I was trying to think of. Stick to USA. Fair enough. Fair enough. So Micro Center... Yeah, they're not really fitting anything here. They've got the Chromebook. They've also got the IdeaPad, but we had the IdeaPad from Best Buy. The Acer Aspire. Yeah. I fear that Micro Center is too high class, I think, for this. Unfortunately, I think they are a little too uppity for the cheap laptop challenge. So let's go to Amazon. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up with Amazon. Actually, let me do it, because if you just search for laptop, it's a mess. Oh, I keep yawning. Jeez. This has been so much more fun than I thought it would be. And I'm way more into this than I thought I would be. I don't know if I'm going to do the animal tier list or not. I might have to do that the next time. Let's do Prime shipping. And let's sort low to high, baby. Okay, right off the bat, we've got some interesting... Yeah, I know, I kind of forgot about it until just now, and I was like, oh, crap. I'm having too much fun. This has been so much more fun than I thought it would be. And it's been a lot more insane. I feel like an insane person looking at these laptops. I hope this has been half as fun for you guys as it has been for me, because this has been very fun for me. Okay. Four core, 8. No, we're running what we get. We're running what we get. That would be hilarious to do. Maybe I could do that. Maybe I could get it, show how bad Windows is, and then install Linux on it and be like, oh yeah, this is a better experience, you know, breathes life into the laptop or whatever. And then finish it by installing Temple OS. Thoughts? Could we do that? Could we shake on that? This Fujitsu is intriguing. To say the least. Hey, 300E Gen 2. That's what Earl is. Look at him coming in strong. All right, let's get past all this Chromebook stuff. Oh, actually, let me operating system. Come on now. How's that not? How is that not like the first thing? What am I? Am I missing it? Ah, here we go. Windows. Oh, Jesus. What did I just do? Nah, forget that. All right, let's just scroll through it. Here we go. That Chromebook is pretty neat. That was actually one of the other Chromebooks that they had on Woot at the time that I bought old Earl here. So, oh, condition it. Thank you. Thank you. What is this? Oh my God. What is this? This is incredible. 7 inches. I know it's Android, but how could I not click on this? Look at the screen, and it's that same godforsaken keyboard. But look at this. This is incredible. That is amazing. always easy to travel with. Look, they're having fun with the computer in the foreground for some reason. The thin and portable design allows you to carry it with you wherever you go. Interesting, but does it do burger lunch? If it's not scheduling a burger lunch, I don't want anything to do with it. Okay? It's not. Alright, let's get this out of here. Then we have one of the mini 10.1 inch laptops. So that's a... Oh, this one actually has an all-win... Oh, that runs Android. Okay. I see. I see. Said the flea. My mom used to say that all the time. Chromebook. Amazon, you're letting me down. I'm not gonna lie. I could just buy a MacBook Air and just, you know, cut out the middleman here. You know, I thought Amazon would have a lot more instant on Windows system. Okay. I thought Amazon would have more of like, yeah, like Morastron. What a cool name. Laptop? Oh, that's awesome. Wow. This is just a... I just want to look. Let's just look. Now I'm just just morbid curiosity at this point. Okay. Let's just scroll on past whatever that was. Okay. Do they have computer, electronics, cameras? Yes, okay. Toys and games. Do they not sell laptops? I'd never go on AliExpress. Oh, baby, here we go. Excellent. ASU 11-inch Russian English keyboard. Okay. 14 it. Oh my gosh. These are all just the same. And an HP. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. AliExpress, I feel like is like it can be legit. I know a lot of like. Also, there's just a MacBook Pro. Okay. I know that you can like GPD Win, for example. They sell things on AliExpress. A lot of the little handheld emulation devices they sell on AliExpress. It's good for that kind of thing. New Intel Core i7. That's a MacBook. That is a picture of a MacBook Neo right there. Okay, fair enough. Hey, it's Spider-Man. This is just insane. I do like the ASU 11.5-inch laptop, though. That's pretty cool. What is the other one I was trying... Is it the Miu Mini? They sell on... Yeah, okay. These are neat little device. I don't know if you guys are into handheld emulators, but they're quite cool. I have a Miu Mini, the V4. And I'm always looking at the Miu Mini Flip. They are very cool. Although I'd probably buy mine on Amazon. You want neat little devices? Yes, I do. Do you have some? Please share. What do you got? I love neat little devices. I love little devices in general. I just enjoy little tech. The N60? Hold on. The Canon? Oh. What is it? A computer? I'm not sure that I have seen that. Yeah, funny thing about the name of the channel is Tiny Tech Guy, and there's reasons for that. It's there's layers to it. Okay, so tiny tech guy. I'm small. I'm a small guy. You know, I'm 5'4", like 130 pounds or something like that. Not a very big guy. Tiny tech guy. It makes sense. I work in tech. A lot of my life has been about technology and learning about it, presenting it, talking about it. Makes sense, right? So I'm a small guy. I like tech. But I also really enjoy tiny tech, small devices. Things like the Raspberry Pi were very interesting to me. The Miu Mini. You know, I made that one video a few years ago about creating the smallest NAS out of a Raspberry Pi Zero. Just small things. I don't know. It's just interesting to me. I like small tech. So it's multi-layered. You heard it here first. Normal size tech for me. Yes. I love the small stuff. That is my jam. I love small stuff. That could be taken in many different ways. But I like small tech. I just find it very interesting. Miniature, like, or, you know, small laptops, small gaming devices, anything like that. Always been my 550 to what the heck? Always been my jam. I mean, I always really enjoyed it. So Micro Center was kind of a dud. We'll delete that. That's what she said. Yes, say it. See? Dang it. I set myself up for that though. So let's delete Amazon because I don't really have anything. We've got Best Buy, Costco, and Walmart. Are there any other stores? Can we think of anything else? Because I cannot. One thing I do want to do is I've got a Raspberry Pi 4 just sitting around. And I think it's the 4 gig model. I can't remember which model it is, but I do want to do a video with the Raspberry Pi running an LLM locally. So running like my own chat GPT or TTG GPT or whatever I want to call it. I think that would be a fun video just because it's not going to be amazing, but it'll be cool. It doesn't have to be amazing. You know, it doesn't have to be. I think it's my problem with like, not my problem. I don't know. It's not like I care that much, but you know, channels like, ultra slim laptop, $300 Australian. Can you convert that to freedom dollars? Can you tell me how many dollar bucks that is? My daughter loves Bluey, so. So you're gonna, being Australian, you just have to listen to my terrible jokes about Australia that I've learned from Bluey. No, so I have not seen this thing. This is quite interesting. Ultra portable mini PC. Interesting. So it runs the N150, which a lot of these machines that we looked at today. That's really neat. I love stuff like this. Look at this guy on how happy he is on the plane in German. Yeah, that's sick. I love that. Yeah, what do you guys think? A local AI agent running on a Raspberry Pi? I think it'd be neat. Call it TTGGPT or something like that. Something just ridiculous. But this is our laptop hunt so far. Probably going to do a little bit more research, but I do think it would be a really fun video to go into these stores and look at the devices, see if they have them on display, and just kind of like, you know, feel the physical difference between them all. And then purchase one and bring it home and see what it does, how it runs, how it ticks. See how that compares to, you know, a device that runs Linux and whatnot. I think that would be fun, but yeah, I think that's all I got. It is almost midnight here. I need to sleep, unfortunately. I do have to work in the morning. Yeah, I remember when Raspberry Pis were cheap too. Good lord, man. What? It's inevitable. Every good thing has to go up in price, right? We did go to a Micro Center. My wife and I were had a doctor's appointment in a different city, and you know we went into a Micro Center, and this was like a month after I got started the channel. So I was like, I want to just browse around, look for things that maybe I could make projects out of, or do things for the video, or do things for the channel, or whatever. And I was like, oh, a Raspberry Pi, like one of the new Raspberry Pis with like some of the hats that you can get for them. Oh, I bet that would be awesome. So they had this big display, like kind of back in the corner. It was basically just a big glass case, and at the top of it said Raspberry Pi. So this is where they have all their Raspberry Pi things. And I went back there, and it was all empty, all gone. Not a single one was in stock, and they're all gone, but they still had the price tags, or the you can see the information in the price or whatever. And I was like, when did these get so expensive? They're so expensive now. They're not fun little, single board computers that you can just do whatever you want, on a weekend, or make them do, silly fun things. Because I remember people buying like, 5 or 6 of the things just to have, because they were so cheap. They're like $30 a piece. Now it's, one of them is the same price as 5 of them back then. It sucks. It's awful. I don't know who to blame. They used to cost what, like $30, $35 a piece for like the. Hold on. I can just look and tell. Yeah, well, I mean, it depends on the model, of course, but when the Raspberry Pi launched, the Raspberry Pi 4 launched, it was $35 for the 1 gigabyte model. And obviously, you go up, you stair step as you go up into the larger RAM territory, which I'm pretty sure this is the one that I have, the 4 gigabyte RAM. Yeah, I mean, $35, 45, 55, so it's a $10 jump. But, now if you look at a Raspberry Pi 5, which they're all sold out anyway. So, 172, $200. It's crazy. You can make a desktop PC with them. They're just single board computers. So like that's the processor right there. And then it's got I/O, so you can output to a display, power it, USB ports, Ethernet port. You know, a bunch of different things with them. You know, a lot of people use them for home automation, like Internet of Things devices, so IoT devices, control like your thermostat or your any device that connects to the internet, like if you have a smart fridge or anything like that. They're pretty handy for that. I've got a video, an old video on the channel I made like 4 or 5 years ago, where I took one. It was a different model. It's the Zero, so it's even smaller and less powerful. But I took the Zero and made a storage device out of it. You know, that sort of thing. You can run. They run Linux, and you can just run whatever on them. They're really cool devices, and they used to be really, you know, interesting from a hobby perspective because they were so cheap. So you just, you know, do whatever. The first thing I did with mine was set up RetroPie, which is find images of it. It's a big emulation device, so like you can see, this is a bad example, but you know, it could run up to, I know it could run most N64 games. It could run Dreamcast. You know, it's a pretty powerful little device. That was the first thing I did with mine, and then you know you kind of get more and more into it where you start setting up servers and other things. But of course, they've gone up in price, just like everything else. So the hobby is kind of dead. There was a guy, I do watch a channel on YouTube. Oh, I can't remember his name. Jeff Geerling. And he made this video a few weeks ago about the single board computers hobby is dying because things are so expensive right now. You know, it's hard to get RAM, it's hard to get chips and stuff for all these little devices, and you know, the availability of them is going down, so the price is going up, and it's just like everything else, you know, it's super expensive, so not nearly as fun as it used to be, unfortunately, but that is the state of everything now. Also, pay no mind to the recommendations here, because I don't watch anything on this channel. I only post videos. Swap accounts. This is my main channel. You guys want to see something crazy too? This was not my first YouTube channel. My first YouTube channel was the Tiny Cyclist, because my other hobby is cycling, and I made a bunch of weird videos on cycling and stuff. But check this out. Look at this. If I go to analytics, look at this. Okay. Hold on. Look at this. Where is it? Hold on. Bam. 1.1 million views, baby. Oh yeah. Pretty cool, right? Huh? Pretty neat. And 500, almost 600,000 views on the next video that I made. Pretty neat. Huh? 60,000 views. Okay, so funny thing is, I made this video and it popped off more than I could have ever imagined. And I was like, I need to follow it up with something. So I made the next video and it popped off. And I was like, holy cow. So you can see I made a couple of videos back to back. And then I didn't make a video for 2 years because life, you know, got in the way or whatever. And everything fell apart after that. So the channel died. I didn't capitalize on the popularity. But I still make some things for this, like, you know, you can see this short that I made has like 66,000 views, which is pretty cool. But I don't make any money or anything. I just, you know, I just make money, or I'm sorry, I just make the videos for fun and whatnot. I just thought it was cool to show. But oh boy, all right, I need to go to bed. So we got our list. I'm gonna go from there and see what crappy PC I can get my hands on. Make a video on it. Probably not gonna do these weird ones. Although the Hyper Strix, that one is very interesting to me. But oh, not that I wouldn't make money on that. If it was monetized, I would. But the channel used to be monetized, this cycling channel. It was monetized after I set this up. The whole process was different back then. Like it was a long time ago. But, you know, several years ago, it was a different process. And I had it monetized, but by the time it got monetized, none of these, not like all of these videos had already finished like their super, you know, rise to the top or whatever. And so then the next thing that happened was I didn't make a video for 2 years. And if you don't do that, if you don't make anything, they take your monetization away. And that's, you know, that's part of it. I knew that. I was more focused on work and stuff at the time. So now I have the Tiny Tech Guy. And those are good videos too. Yeah. And I enjoy those. But look at young Tiny Tech Guy here. This was 9 years ago? 8 years ago. Look at this guy. Oh jeez. I still use these pedals, by the way. Look how young. Look how young. Oh my god. Holy cow. Where has the time gone? Look at that hair. Wow. Fun fact, they don't have a sealed cartridge bearing. If you were curious, they don't. I don't know where I got that information. Look at him go. Wow. That shirt, I love that shirt. I wore that shirt multiple times a week. I would wash it and wear it multiple times a week. Maintenance, low maintenance bearings. My accent really came out there. Beautiful delivery. Beautiful delivery. What a guy. What a guy. Oh, man. Oh, boy. All right. Well, that's going to be it for me, I think. Oh, Chris Titus made a video. All right. Save that to my watch later. I do appreciate everybody watching. Keep your eyes peeled for the next video. If you didn't see the latest video of a good monitor. Highly recommend. For some reason, YouTube is not pushing that one very much at all. Not sure what happened there, but if you missed it, take a look. Great video. But that's all I got. Appreciate everybody watching, and I will do the animal tier list next time.